You know MMA better than most. You got caught at a time you were exposed. You knew you needed to get back on track to get another chance at the belt.
I've come a long way to establish myself in this sport, and it's not over.
I don't know if he trains to do this stuff, or is he making it when he gets...
Devastating drop kick. Is a devastator and an innovator.
I am so impressed with Uriah Faber's speed. He's explosive.
Hopefully I get a shot again and get that belt back.
We all knew he was coming back and he was going to mean business.
The first fight we saw with Uriah Faber, you just fact that, Mike Brown is a very powerful human being.
This fight for me is a fight that I really want, and it's someone that I really want to beat up.
Uriah Faber might have taken him a little lightly, pulling off a very a less than orthodox move.
A lot of people say, it's because he was trying a flashy elbow. It didn't matter what he tried. At that point, he had already turned his back a little bit to me, so he had to square up somehow.
Never cautious, My style is letting it all hang out. It's not necessarily a choice. It's just kind of what happens to me in there,
Uriah was almost doing that, and he had gotten away with it in fights in the past where it looks like he's fading off from you, and he'll fire that straight Anderson Silva type elbow at you.
I'm not a big planner, and I'm not thinking a lot in the cage. I'm going off instinct.
He doesn't have to worry about always being in the perfect position because he knows he can be in the worst position possible for 25 minutes and keep it going.
The people that say that I got lucky, it's because they never saw me fight before. I guess you could say I'm not as Hollywood as Uriah, but I can fight. That's the storyline. It's more about him than me, trying to get his title back.
He did what you're supposed to do when you're also going to be a champion, was the champ made a mistake and he put him away very convincingly.
I honestly don't even think I got him with a good shot.
I don't feel like I was bullied around at all.
But it's not just my right hand. It's that I'm a world-class fighter. I'm the best in the world.
A little too high, right off the bell. Brown rocks Leonard Garcia.
Wow, he just got caught. Look at the brutality of Mike Brown.
Don't believe what I just saw. Uriah Faber dropped to the canvas in the first round.
Because I don't think a lot of people still give Mike Brown the credit that he's due.
Remember, you're not a champion until you defend it once. You're not a champion. You're not a champion until you defend it once.
I already proved myself. Even if something bad happens, it doesn't make me any less of a champion.
I don't think he likes the fact that some people say that it's a fluke. I credit him to wanting to shut them up. The bad thing is, I don't think he's going to be able to.
Bottom line is, he's 0-1. I smashed him up.
What a powerful shot! If you stand in front of him, I don't think there's a lot of guys in that weight class that can weather that storm.
I just beat Curran, Leonard, and Uriah Faber. I mean, what else do I got to do?
Mike Brown, even though he already has a win over Uriah, he's still trying to set up some legitimacy in the eyes of the casual fan.
This is a huge fight, and the fans are lucky that they get to watch this free on a Sunday night.
Uriah being the title holder for so many consecutive wins, I think that this just rekindled his fire.
This is a great story. It's going to be a great point in my career. When I walk away with that belt for the second time.
Once they shut the gate, I'd like to knock his head into the third row.
The paper's going to read in Sacramento, the hometown hero, Uriah Faber, the California kid, regains his title.
June 7th, same thing. I'm going to go to Sacramento, California, put my glove on his chin, take my belt, go home, back to Florida. Thanks.
Uriah Faber is on a mission to regain the title he lost last year.
I want that belt, man. Give me my belt.
But reigning champion Mike Brown is the #1 featherweight in the world.
I would love to fight Uriah again. I know that's what the fans love.
Two unstoppable forces collide for the rematch and the WEC's greatest fight ever. Bud Light and World Extreme Cage Fighting present Brown vs. Faber II, live Sunday, June 7th from Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. Only on Versus.